Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere on the 18th of April in 75. Hardly a man is now alive who remembers that famous day and year. Well, it's a pretty good bet. Ain't nobody alive, right? In fact, I read that the oldest woman living died recently. She was 116. Oh, I know. I don't want to be...
The new oldest woman in the world is 11 months younger than
The new oldest... A student was just telling me the new oldest woman is 11 months younger than that. But if you go to Boston, okay, the land of the beans and the cod, where the Cabots talk only to, what is it? What's the line? Where the Cabots talk only...
To the lodges.
To whom?
The lodges.
The lodges. Thank you, Anthony. The Cabots talk only to lodges, and the lodges talk only to God. Yeah, there we go. If you go to Boston's a great city. Boston is a great city. It's just a terrific place to visit. And if you go to God, I'm having major memory losses today. If you go to the Museum of Art there in Boston, you can visit the largest collection of silver work that was made by Paul Revere. He was a silversmith. Yeah. If you go to the Old North Church, where the signal was given, one if by land and two if by sea, and I on the following shore shall be. This guy's nodding. He knows the story. You can still go to church there. What a concept. I had an interesting email from a student maybe Thursday, Friday. And she asked me about that church I had talked about last week in where my sister lives. And she's from North Georgia. And I love to go to old churches. You know, I like to go to old churches. When my son and I were in Europe a few years ago, and we woke up in the morning and we had a free day, and he said, well, I guess it's another ABC day. I said, ABC? He said, yeah, Dad, with you, it's either another bloody church or another bloody cathedral. Okay, so, yeah, he was right on that. Okay, I like churches, I like cathedrals. Anyway, where am I going with this story? Oh, yeah, Boston. Okay. I forgot about Boston. Anyway, you go to Boston, and you can go to the Old North Church. You can go to the Museum of Art. But it's not just a story. It's part of history. It's part of history. If you go to Dillard's, okay? I don't like to go to Dillard's either. Okay, I don't do malls. But anyway, if you go to Dillard's and go to the housewares collection, which is even worse than just going to Dillard's. Yeah, it's bad. You can buy a set of silverware, or you can buy a set of cookware called, you want to help me here? Now, he's not going to be any help. Revereware. After Paul Revere. Yeah, okay. I mean, and who doesn't know the story? If you grew up in the U.S., who doesn't know the story of the midnight ride of Paul Revere? Huh? When I travel in cold climates, I didn't bring it today because it's just too dang hot out there. But I have a long coat, tan, and it's a trench coat. Now, why is it called a trench coat? Because it was the coat worn by British military officers back in World War I, and that was the, help me here, you gonna help me?
I know where you're going.
Did you take history? Not recently, okay. It was the War of the Trenches, and therefore it was called, you know, you know the one I'm talking about, right? Okay, yeah. Well, grab this one. Okay. The color, I'm not wearing it today. I should have worn it today. Who's wearing it today? Let me look. Oh, this guy's wearing it. His trousers. Okay. What color is that?
Khaki.
Khaki. Okay. You know why it's called khaki? Because when the Brits were occupied India, their summer uniform, the British summer uniform, was white. And it gets sandy. Okay?
Management class.
So what? This is a management class. So what? Yeah. Wait a minute.
For 100 years it works.
Wait a minute. Do you think, I mean, duh. Do you think that the only thing that's important is business, or the only thing that's important is management? Get out of here. No, it's not. There's lots of stuff that's important.
And this is because.
And this is because, I'm going to slap him. This is because life is not about business. Life is not about management. That's because
What's India to do with this?
India has to do with this because you're wearing khaki. Now, why is that called khaki? It's called khaki because the Brits wore white uniforms. The British officers wore white uniforms. And it's sandy in India. And so the wind would blow and it'd get sandy colored. Okay? And the British were, the Indian word, the Hindi word for sand color is